The G20 Pittsburgh Summit got underway September 24th, and a major theme of local coverage revolved around security. Thousands of federal, state, and local police agents converged downtown, making parts of the city resemble a military zone. Inside the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, it was a slow media day, as most of the world leaders did not arrive until later in the evening. The slow news day inside gave me time to mingle among the press. I ran into an old friend and colleague, Steve Lazowski, who gave me some insight into what it's like working for a big boy network.
Channel One is an educational news program that goes nationwide to 6 million students on a daily basis in 8,000 schools, middle schools and high schools. We feed right out to the schools.
All right. So is this one of the bigger events you've covered?
Yeah, I was at the inauguration back in January, which was huge. Obviously, lots of security there too, but definitely wasn't surged by bomb-sniffing dogs. Definitely didn't have to empty out my pockets at the inauguration, but definitely had to do that here, which is a little bit more of a extreme security level.
NGOs took advantage of the period before the arrival of world leaders to get their message across to the media.
Entirely, and we're pushing it to be delivered for stimulus in the developing countries. But they need to be delivered in terms of grants, not loans, because if they're loans, they'll push the countries back into deeper debt. So we're urging that grants be given to the countries for this.
Okay, what do you think's holding up those funds, in your opinion?
The G20 pledged $1 trillion, and so that's a great deal of money from all the different countries. And developing countries aren't always the highest on the agenda. And so obviously countries in the north are working with their own stimulus packages to shore up and ensure that their own economies are stable, so that leaves less focus on and less funds for the developing world.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to say? I don't have any more questions for you.
Sure. Interaction organized an NGO hub here. We have about 15 NGOs from Europe, from Canada and the United States, World Vision, Oxfam, Save the Children, and we're helping them coordinate together so that we have a common position.
Yeah. What is your plan of action, today and tomorrow? How are you trying to get the ear of the G20 delegations?
Well, the time here during the actual summit is mostly a media event. We have, in the past 2 or 3 months, met with the Sherpa team in the White House in Washington, and presented our position papers with them, and have also sent materials to them. So the actual lobbying work is done prior to the summit itself.
Outside of the convention center, protesters marched mostly without incident.
China has to go! Pull back Wichita! Wichita's a liar! Wichita's a killer! Shambles!
More violent clashes were reported, however, both in Lawrenceville and later on in Oakland.